Listen, Sykes Dono, if you have subjected me to this epic study in tedium without purpose. Is it gonna cut us? Uh-oh. Taka will feast on your tongue after I've cut it out. Eek! But you were asleep the whole time! Well, Miss Sykes, did you notice anything strange about that speech? Could I please hear that last part again? Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today. Yeah, that's obvious. There! I finally found what we needed. Professor Means, I have only one question about your speech. Why does that last part we just heard contradict with this? Point at the titties. The professor said that the pure white Lady Justice would be watching over them. But the Lady Justice in the video isn't even close to being white. It's as gold can be. Damn. No emotions? I'm not sure I can wrap my jaw around that to test its authenticity. I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. What? He actually thought it's made from actual gold? I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. Now, it's true that this statue is pure white, but it broke before the mock trial began. Before the mock trial began? Is that true? Yeah, I guess, yeah, that was true. Yeah. But it broke before the mock trial began. The one you see here is its replacement. Oh, well, that's a shame on every count. Ironically, this golden statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one. Meaning the professor wouldn't have made a mistake in its color if he'd been present. He's gonna say it's colorblind. It's probably, I'm gonna say it's, he's colorblind. It seems that I have caused some confusion, but it was merely an oversight on my part. The statue was in the middle of the room. How could you not know what it looked like? Well, I was in a balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white. I'm afraid this isn't sufficient evidence of speech being pre-recorded. We had our answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall. No, wait! I mean... It was found broken on stage? Professor Court had remade it into a completely different looking statue the day before the mock trial. Are we gonna say that this wasn't its original shape? Is that it? There's gotta be something that can prove that the speech was pre-recorded. According to the mock trial video. It's the same statue, pretty much. The speech started here and ended here. It was a little over 10 minutes, but I doubt anyone wants to be tortured again. It was only a little over 10 minutes? It felt like it went forever. How do you figure out how long it was? I mean, the timer on the top. Easy, there's a timestamp on the top right. Are you blind? Athena? More blind than goddamn means. All you have to do is subtract the time the speech started from the time it ended. The speech goes from 10:00 minute mark to 20:35. Wait a second. I could swear I've seen the same interval of time listed among the evidence. Oh. Interesting. Maybe there's a way for me to use that the speech time to show that it was pre-recorded. It's the voice print analysis. I would like the court to take a look at this. And this is the voice print analysis that proves the voice on the tape recorder belongs to our client. Yes, but didn't we just establish that the voice on the tape recorder was a fabrication? We did, but what I'd like to focus on is the noise that is also there. Noise? Oh no, he does not know. Motherfucking Simon Blackwell does not know. He does not know. Yes, the defense believes it resulted when the tape's previous recording was erased. Ha! And what do you hope to prove by that? The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all. Come on, have a nice day. Pour your goddamn tea faster. Oh, getting interesting. I love one-handed gaming. And what did the timestamp read at the moment Professor Means began his speech? That would be exactly 10:00. I don't think it's called like 10 p.m. It's not like 10 o'clock. Now let's fast forward this long-winded exercise in boredom to the end. Long exercise of boredom. That's funny. Okay, stop. The video timestamp now reads 20:35. Based on this, we know the time it took for the speech alone. Right. Subtract 10 minutes and you get 10:35. 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Right. 10 minutes and 35 seconds. The same as the noise on the tape recording. I assume you all understand what this means? Professor Means' pre-recorded speech had been where the noise is now. Silence. We're gonna have to prove that. We're gonna have to wait for the analysis, and that's it. You seem rather confident considering this is a mere happenstance? Happenstance? Is a mere happenstance match of numbers. Objection! But is it really just numbers? The lab is continuing their study of the tape. So far, they've found signs of overdubbing. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased. Can you actually do that on a tape recorder? Can you actually get the previously recorded the previously recorded the previous recording that was already recorded, someone already recorded on it? I don't know, I've never actually, I don't think that's possible at the very, like from what I know. You can do that for hard drives though, but there's a way for it to actually like remove the older recordings, because the way that hard drives and hard disks, and I'm talking about hard disks, not SSDs. I don't know if SSDs are actually can work the same, but in hard drives there is a way, like the way when you choose a command to delete a file, what Windows or any operating system does is actually just like they don't actually remove the data. They just flag it as something that you can actually save over. So the data is gonna be there if someone didn't if if that sector haven't been used yet, which is and hard disks are like are separated by sectors and whatnot. I'm not gonna go with the specifics of that, but you can actually restore some of the deleted content, even if you choose the you want to permanently delete this content from your PC, which is usually it's a shortcut in Windows. It's like shift and delete to permanently delete the files. You can restore that in some ways. You can actually remove it permanently by doing a simple command, which is pretty important actually. Pretty important. Well, I guess that is actually true for the NAND ROMs as well. And ultimately SSDs. So yeah, I guess you can actually do that on every possible storage. Well, except for RAMs. RAMs work differently. That's for sure. I don't think you can actually do that for RAMs. That's for sure. But for ROMs like NAND, yeah, SSDs and whatnot, I think that's possible. So yeah. For tape recording, I have never heard about that before. Ever. That you can actually restore the previously recorded content that you have on a tape, on a magnetic tape. I've never heard of that before. The police are analyzing the noise as we speak. It won't be long until we know what was originally there. Can we actually do that? Now, I'm sure of it. The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording by pinning the crime on Junie. Well, he's not gonna get away with it. Not on my watch. Miss Cykes? I believe you are well aware of my methodology. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Even if Juniper were the perpetrator, I would vigorously defend her as per my word. And to that purpose, I offered to be her lawyer. Alas, look what has happened. All I've stated are obvious deductions derived from evidence and testimony. truth be told, I had no intention of testifying. I had been keeping quiet for Juniper's sake. But now that you cast this blame upon me, I have no choice but to reveal the truth. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. I will now reveal the truth behind why I had to pre-record my speech before the mock trial. So we don't actually need to wait for the results. So he is gonna do that. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean and mean what I say by all means. Yeah, we're gonna get a testimony, huh? Professor Means' testimony. SS? I think that's actually correct, having an apostrophe and an S. But like grammatically it is correct, but I think if the last word is an S and you you have an apostrophe, you don't add another S. So it's not plural of demon is demons. You cannot say demons' souls. Like goddamn demon soul. Demon soul. The defendant came to me with what she said was very... The defendant came to me with what she said was very important, and by necessity, secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Juniper confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. I mean, we can ask Juniper and say, is that true? I mean, it doesn't matter, actually, right? She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. But when I said I would protect Juniper, I meant it because it's the human thing to do. Human thing to do? That doesn't make any sense. Oh my. So you're saying the defendant threatened you? How did you take that as a threatening? This has to be a lie. I mean, everything about it lines up too perfectly to be true. On this most consequential of occasions, let me be completely frank with you. Juniper has truly taken to heart my teaching that states the end justifies the means. I don't believe you. When she asked me to defend her, she said I must also prove her two friends innocent. Her two friends? The witnesses? Correct. Hugh O'Connor and Robin Newman. I was to ensure all three walk free. All three were to achieve their dream. That was the result Juniper was seeking. And she was even willing to threaten me, her own professor, to that end. Ha! You, no doubt, had high praise for her ruthless tactics. Yes, well, that is why I vowed to vigorously defend her despite her threatening me. There was a time when lawyers merely sought the truth if they wished for victory in court. But alas, those days are over. Now, in the defense of justice, order, and all that is good, the end justifies the means. I'm so sick of hearing that phrase. Though it truly grieves me so, I must tell you this. Forsake the truth if it's victory you seek. Steel yourself for this new courtroom reality. That does it. He's gonna regret dragging those dismal, depressing ideas in here. Since he's already surrendered to the dark age of the law, it is up to me to fight it. Why so silent, Cykes, don't know? Something the matter? This is a court of law. It's no place for long-winded talks about idealistic principles. You're one to talk. That's why I'm going to let the evidence do the talking. Let's not get carried away now, Miss Cykes. It will not do to have you attempting to distract my doctrine. Do not force me to rectify this situation. No, go ahead and rectify it. Only if I lose and you win, that is. Well, I guess we're gonna have to turn this to pieces. This testimony to pieces. Where's the threatening? You ever confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court? Where's the threatening? She didn't threaten you. I think we can actually tell him that's not true. That he was actually here and then got down here and then walked to the audio recording room. We could have seen him in this whole video, so we can actually prove that he didn't do that. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. Well, I guess that's the threatening. But that's really not threatening, though. But when I said I would protect Juniper, I meant it because it's the human thing to do. Even though he's rotten to the core, he's a total pro. I mean, that all made perfect sense. Yeah, but you cannot believe a word he says. He's making this up as he goes along. He'll trip up on his own words yet. Time to see how consistently the professor's testimony matches up with his actual actions. Alright, let's go ahead and start pressing him for info. When it came to me, with what she said was very important, and by necessity, secret. I doubt our client would have come to you with something like that. You have a point there. If only Professor Court had been alive, I suspect Juniper would have gone to her instead. So, our client came to talk to you after Professor Court was dead? Let's go through this step by step, shall we? First, Juniper came to me that day. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Here's the contradiction, by the way. Are you suggesting it was our client who told you to fake an alibi? You have every reason to be surprised. I, too, was shocked when she told me that. Simply put, Juniper has a secret that she wished to protect that badly. Is he kidding me? That lie couldn't be further from the truth. When was that, though? Are we not gonna ask him when did she came to him? What time? The problem is, how am I going to expose it? It was an earnest request from an outstanding student. How could I possibly have refused? Juniper confessed to murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. Did you consider that a threat? Yes, but it's now you to whom she has passed her demands on to. Miss Cykes, you must realize that you, too, are being used by Juniper. I think that is true. I really don't trust Juniper. She seems very fishy. It's still a lot of, like, even... She might still be fooling both Robin and you. What? Your Honor, I ask that you, too, do not let her feigned weakness and innocence fool his... Did I read that right? I ask that you, too, do not let her feigned weakness and innocence fool you. Juniper Woods is quite clever and extremely tough. And perhaps, most important of all, she is a fervent follower of my techniques. Objection! Your Honor! The witness's testimony is nothing but an attack on our client's character. Very well, objection sustained. What? How would that be sustained, though? I mean, it's like... I guess, yeah, that makes sense, but it was weird. It was weird that they would object about something like that in this game at the very least. So be it. Nevertheless, the fact that she threatened me is immutable. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. How could you overlook such a threat? As a teacher, it's your duty to discipline students. Yes, well, perhaps I do have some serious reflection to do on this matter. I suppose it was just wishful thinking on my part. I wanted to believe that. I wanted to believe that Juniper hadn't actually committed murder and that she hadn't meant to threaten me. Really? Please do explain. Long had I waited for a student who would embody my teachings. Did he say teachings or techniques? Teachings. Does the witness realize what he is saying? Surely you must see the true meaning in my words. I'm merely staying true to what I teach, and my methods are but a reflection of the times. Oh wow. His way of thinking is really warped. But I haven't heard any inconsistencies yet. I wouldn't be sure. Really? The more he tries to avoid logical inconsistencies in his testimony, the more likely we'll see inconsistencies between his actions and words. It is a dark age in which we live, and there is much I would like to say on the matter. But when I said I would protect Juniper, I meant it because it's the human thing to do. You were trying to protect our client? Yeah, right. He'll say anything to pin the blame on Junie. What a frightful look. I would ask that you not glare at me so. I've nothing but admiration for how Juniper was willing to go as far as to threaten me. This is why I am protecting her by any means possible. She has been a model student. Liar! You're trying to pin the blame on her. How am I going to show that? How am I going to show that what he's saying isn't what he's really thinking? You cannot possibly overturn my claims. So, isn't it about time you admitted defeat? After all, unassailable? After all, if my unassailable logic is not truth, then what is? If he thinks I'm going to give in to his pack of lies, he's got another thing coming. I'm going to find a hole in his story if it's the last thing I do. All of that is repeated dialogue. I think... Juniper confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in courts. She asked me to re-record my speech. And come to the mock trial. Come to the audio room during the mock trial. But that didn't happen. We don't have the tape or the video. But I think the only way for us to actually show this is by pretty much showing that it's not possible for him to move around there because he wasn't in the audio room by the time, so I think that's the correct one, but I'm probably missing where I need to present it. So I think that's... they're gonna penalize me for that. This piece of evidence clearly reveals the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. I've been doing this far too long to be fooled by such nonsense. Gah. And I really tried hard that time, too. Your Honor, can I at least get credit for trying? Very well. I hereby award Miss Cykes the court's wasted effort award. No! Where's the love? What is love? But this is what we need to use. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room. Juniper confessed. She also said to become an accomplice. She also said to become an accomplice after losing my alibi to the pre-recording. That's the idea here, viewers. Is the idea like... the idea here is for me to show that if he would go to the audio room, he'd probably have to go... The fastest way for him is to actually go down, go through this door, and then this door, go through the screen here, which definitely is gonna... the camera is definitely gonna record anyone that's gonna be moving from here to here. if he wanted to go to the audio room, but he haven't been in the what was the area that they had the mock trial in? Yeah, there. The lecture hall. Yeah, they weren't in the lecture hall, so they were not in the lecture hall. So yeah, but what do I actually need to present to actually showcase that? Okay. Kind of an airtight testimony here. Confessed the murder and asked, did I get her declared innocent in court? She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. I don't think we have anything that would disapprove any of that. Defendant come to me. When I said to protect Juniper, I meant it because it's the human thing to do. Even though he's rotten to the core, he's a total pro. I mean, that all made perfect sense. Yeah, but you cannot believe a word he says. He's making this up as he goes along. He'll trip up on his own words yet. How? Time to see how consistently the professor's testimony matches up with his actual actions. Actual actions? Actions? What did we know that he actually did? Well, he was overseeing the construction of the stage. That is one thing. What else? Actions. Well, he did fake this. Is that it? Identified as a fake. Professor Means used Hugh to pass it on to the police. Is that it? Is that? Are we gonna contradict the fact that he's actually doing this mainly because he's a believer on the believer in the end justifies the means? Because here he's saying that it's a human thing to do, which is definitely not what he what he believes in. Is that it? Is that really it? Like, if I actually don't get this, I'm gonna be honest with you, viewers. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Objection! Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. So, interesting. Interesting. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but interesting. So let me get this straight. You were trying to help Miss Woods? That's nothing more than a bald-faced lie. No offense, Your Honor. With the angry face, too, with a pout? Such defamation of my, such defamation of my character and your hair follicles, Your Honor. It's an outrage! Hair follicles. The Cykes will clarify her statement, but to leave my hair follicles out of this out of it this time. Yes, of course, Your Honor. But actually, you know, it actually does make sense because the fake tape proves that he actually doesn't really actually want to help Juniper. You actually want to pin the crime on her. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, believe it or yeah, that's my mistake. I think it actually makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense for us actually to use the tape here. Although the statement, my problem is the statement that we picked to prove it that one. I guess it works. It works. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Now, please take a look at this. A witness gave this tape to Mr. O'Connor. Then he slyly whispered, "Take this to the police and tell them you found it." There was no whispering, slyly or otherwise involved. I simply did that out of kindness. Objection! Yeah, but it was the content of it actually gonna hurt Juniper. The tape contained our client's voice. In short, it's incredibly damaging evidence. Yeah, that makes sense. Why would it even exist if the witness wasn't trying to pin the murder on our client? And yeah, we already proved that it's actually fake, so he's definitely planning something on that. Something mischievous. Damn, the angry face, huh? They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but not yours. Holy. You never had good intentions, only lies to protect yourself with while blaming another. You, Professor, are the embodiment of the dark age of the law. Shit, she got him. Oh. Uh-oh. Why, you little... Why, you little... You dare call my teachings and methods lies? What the... what the Holy hell, what is that? Like, he has a crack as well? Themis Legal Academy is a proud institution. It's the most powerful in the world. When it has a mohawk too? This game is great, viewers. This game is amazing. You'll never forget what true education and lawyering means once I'm through with you. Uh-oh. We're gonna be back to school again? Son of a bitch. Huh? Professor Means? What's with your hair? Quiet! No talking in class! What? Homeroom, October 26th. Eyes and ears up here, everyone. Homeroom is now in session. Holy hell. We'll begin with the roll call. Athena Cykes. Huh? Here? Polo Justice. I'm fine, here. Fool! The proper response is here, without any extraneous information. Ouch! Here. Next, Your Honor. He doesn't want to get hit with that. Please let Blackwell slice the goddamn chalk. C-class? That's the proper way to answer. Simon Blackwell. Slice it, please do it. I said Simon Blackwell. Are you here or not? Damn, he's the bad guy. He's the one that's in the very last disc. There's always one, isn't there? Well then, I'll just mark you absent. Now, get out of my class this instant. Get out? Very well. If that is your wish. Who am I to defy my homeroom teacher? Is that such a good idea? Prosecutor Blackwell is free of his shackles. What the hell? He's getting zapped. What the hell is happening in this game? It just so happens I was a member of my high school's disciplinarian committee. You were zapping teenage kids? But is that really so shocking? Constabulary lapdog to teacher's pet. What a malleable mutt you are, fool, right? Oh, shit. This game is getting good, viewers. Very good, Bobby. You just earned a gold star and a promotion to head disciplinarian. Alright, class. Alright, class is now in session. Very weird. Why do you have the sudden urge to go to the nurse's office with a stomachache? Oh shit. Main point, Juniper is the killer. I am innocent. Pay attention! I'm not the killer, Juniper is. This will be on the next test, so you had better be listening. And this guy is cuckoo in the head. He actually lost it. But Professor, you created the phony tape to pin the blame on Juniper. Plus, you were the only one who could have moved the body during the mock trial. Maybe he's gonna pin it on... Maybe he's gonna pin it on O'Connor. On Hugh. You say that, no, I actually gave him a different tape. I actually did give him a different tape. I mean, he can say that. That's not the content of the original tape. Please note, I was not at school. Yeah, that's not it. Athena, you disappoint me so. To think you would label me a murderer. Now pay attention. The murder occurred on the 23rd between 6 and 8 p.m. Now we do have the evidence that you were in school. But I was already at home by that time, so how could I have been involved in this crime? Professor Means, can you really prove you had already gone home by that time? Can you prove that I was still at school? Yes? No. Yes? We can? What the hell, Athena? No, I can't. So you admit it. Well, you just earned extra credit for your honesty. But you have also earned yourself lavatory cleaning duties until you graduate. What did she say?